conversation I'm going to be having is going to be about the three words. It's called sex. Okay, there's no point of me playing around it to try to make it look very paintable. No, I have no time for that. Straight on it, we're going to be talking about sex now. Basically, my guest on the show, she's an amazing lady. She's a social media personality. She talks about all of these things. She put that online a lot more, talking about ladies, talking about principles, talking about demands, talking about all kind of stuff, including men, women on both sides. Okay, this is a very tense conversation. We had a good chat over it on both sides of the whole art. So I need you to sit back. I need you to really, really, really relax yourself, like I do right now with a cup of tea, and yourself. I don't want to go too much about it anyway. So sit back, enjoy this conversation. When we come back, we see what we have next coming up on the show. My one and only Angela Duru, social media personality, is up next coming. Yes, I should say that. Take it away. We'll be right back. Ooh. I love that. You still here? What are you still doing there? Come on, go. They're waiting for you.
Hello viewers, welcome back to the show. As always, I'm the host, Chris Owners, and thank you all for sticking with us on the J Request Show. Anyway, have a special friend joining me on the show. This amazing lady, her name is Angela Duru. Is that correct? Yeah?
Yeah, you're quite right. Yeah.
Yeah. And we want to talk about something very amazing, something very educative, and also a lot more for women and men. So this is an adult conversation. And it's all about, I don't want to be in trouble to start it, but let me open that to her to actually go into it. So Angela, let's dive into it, right? So one of the reasons I said I'm going to bring you on the show today is in relation to the ongoing post which you actually posted there. And you said true love does not mean you have to have sex. If that makes sense.
Yeah, should I?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sure. I know you have a lot to your chest you want to get out. So over to you.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
I am here to explain some of those posts because I know that all of them are more reality quotes. When I say reality quotes, is this particular one you asked now says that true love doesn't mean, some guys, when they want relationships, most of them base it on that quote, that word.
Okay.
And it's difficult for a person to see somebody that really loves you because their intentions are on that particular three words. Once they got that three words, the meaning of that words, they will disappear. You will not see them again. That is why it's good when you are two different bodies comes together in a form of relationship. You have to make sure that the lady must make sure that the guy really, really likes her. And when you see a guy that really likes a lady, he will not go, some of them will not go straight to that word. You will see them gradually, and as time progresses and moves on, that might be the tail end of the relationship. It might come at the tail end of the relationship. And that is when you know that this guy is really, really interested in you and not the other way around. Yes. So that is it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, for ladies, yes, it makes sense with the way you kind of break it down. But there are more to this in terms of, it's not all about sex, but at the same time, some would say, well, either because they're having drink or they're not having drink. So all of these are kind of areas that really play a part. One side of what you're trying to say is that it's not all about sex when you meet a guy. And some guys too, they're all about sex and that's it. 1, 2, 3 times and everything's done. You don't see them again. Now, there are different people for what they need for. I mean, there are different things people go out there to look for. And I think ladies has a responsibility to really be able to take some of these things as well. It's not just the men. So my question is that what do ladies really want of a man before they actually go into sex?
Yeah, like in the first place, when a lady really wants to come in contact or to communicate with a man, she must have a motive for that. One, some of the ladies are in this situation to find true love. Some of them are looking for real husbands. Some of them are looking for some that doesn't want to get married. Some of them are looking for boyfriends. So when a lady makes up her mind and said, this is what I really want, I want to go for it, they go for it. And what they want is true love. You don't come, I am not going to meet a man tomorrow and, trying to show the person who I am. I like you and I want to live with you, or I want to be your girlfriend. And the other way around, the guy's motion or intention is not even what I'm looking for. And you see, some of them, those guys, they will play those ladies, they will play them. They will tell you, from heaven and the earth, I am in the same train with you. And what you want is what I want. But on the other part of it, side of it, that's not what they really want. They really want those three words you just said now. And once they hit that point, they will disappear. You see, they will not even come in contact with the lady again, and the lady will be disappointed. That is why I tell some of us, we the ladies, if you want to go for a man, whatever aim or objective you really want to go for, hit the nail at the top. That is what I normally do, and that's what I do. Encourage ladies out there to do. So when you see a guy and you hit the nail on it, the guy will tell you, yes, I'm in, or no. Some of them are very, very plain. They will tell you, that's not what I want. I want just common friendship. Why you, the lady, wants something more than friendship. And so when they get what they want, they disappear.
Yes, but society have really, really changed with a lot of things going on right now. Because some ladies as well will say to man and tell, hey, look, I just want to have one nice time, or I just want a booty car. So for me, it is both sides, I believe. This is just my own opinion, though. It could be both sides. This is happening.
That is why I said to you, when the two couples comes together, they cannot define whatever they want from each other. I may say, this is what I want. I want more than friendship. You, the guys, will say, no, I want marriage or friendship. But if both of them find out that it cannot go well with both of them, they can leave it on the base of relationship. Let's just be friends and nothing more. But when they come together and say, yes, the guy said, I want more than friendship. The woman said, I want more than friendship. They can go on and do whatever they want to do, because at the end, they're still together. Even though they've enjoyed and do whatever that comes in between, they will still end somewhere together, So that is where the two couples play parts now you are talking about.
Yeah. But in your own opinion, you feel men take more advantage than women. Would that be correct?
Of course. Many, like 80% of them does it. Yeah.
Okay. So what about women who take advantage of men, who really put a lot into them as well? Because we have to balance the book as well. Yes, I agree with you that more men will take more advantage of women, but women do as well take advantage of men.
Yeah, on the other side of it, yeah, you are right. Some women, because now I do hear a lot of stories. Some women who just want fun. They don't really want to go. They want to meet men. Those ones, and some of them are those ones that are well-to-do ladies. I have the money. I want you. So do you want to be with me? I don't want to end up as a husband and wife. I just want that word you just mentioned, those three words. So when I approach you and tell you this is what I want, and if you are in my shoes or in my terms, you say, yes, I want it. But if you now coming to me, I came to you and said, this is what I want. And you said, no, I don't want it like that. This is what I want. This is what you want from me. Do you want us to go ahead after that level? we move it on. I may say, no, I don't want it. I don't want to go further with you. So you now, the man will say, you now will tell me no, because some men, for me, I will tell some men that if you want more of the lady and the lady says no, just move. I don't want to interfere where somebody says he doesn't want to proceed. I will tell the person, go. So that is how it will end.
Yeah.
So that is it.
Would this be more of a cultural thing? Because for Africans is different, for the Western world is different. Or do you think everything can be all categorized as one?
And let me tell you the truth, African or the other side, the European world is the same. Men are men, females are female. What is happening in Africa is equally happening here. You see them coming together, two of them from that side or this side is the same thing. But like I said, the most important thing is when two people comes together, let both of them define their relationship. This is what I want. When I meet you, I tell you, this is Chris, this is what I want. Are you equally with me? If you said no, I don't want it like this, then I will tell you, I don't really think I want to go on with it with your own. But if you said, okay, you want to join me now, I'm coming from perspective of the lady, you know. If you say you want to join me, then we move on. But if you say you don't really want that terms I spelled out, what's my problem? Go your way, I go my way. I don't think we have anything to do in common. Yeah. I'm telling you
like the point you're making, they're really right. But my point I'm trying to figure out there is more or less by saying that, okay, what you're saying is right. But at the same time, what you're saying only comes after they've already make out already. And this is where the complication comes in, if that makes sense.
When they already come together, remember that is what I'm still telling you, pointing, saying the same thing. Remember, before we came together, I have my opinion, or I have my aim of meeting you, Chris. Remember, this is a two-way thing. It's not even a one-way thing. I will tell you, this is what I want. I'm just trying to make you understand. This is what I want. Do you really want it? You said yes. Then we move on together. This is where two of us have come together, now reasoning the same. We are now reasoning at this point. But when I meet you, you meet me, maybe you are the guy that met me, or I'm the lady that met you, and I told you this is my content. Do you want? You said no. You go your way, I go my way. But if you say yes, you accept my then two of us, we now get to that junction you are talking about now, that no-go area. So we've agreed, we've come to that junction. So remember, we accepted from the beginning. So I don't think there's any commotion there. We are together where we are now, where we are now. So that is it.
Yeah, okay. Let's do this as the advocate, right? I'm gonna try to play the advocate here, okay? Meaning that it is easy to say yes. Okay, it is easy to say yes, and it is easy for a man to guarantee you everything you want without going with the flow with you. And you would not know the intention of the man. And finally, he get what he wants. What would you do?
Because in the beginning, I told him, I said, this is what I want. But let me tell you, it depends on individuals. Let me tell you the truth. I've seen and I've heard. Like that point now you stated, let me tell you, when the guy is coming to that extent now, really I've collected, or I've gained everything he gave me, and trying to convince me this is at that point. When I know he's getting to that point of no return, when I see him coming, that is me. That's the end of it. You won't even see me anymore. I'll just block you. You won't even go to that end you are talking now. You won't get there. But some women, some ladies will. Some ladies will get there. And when their hearts are broken, they are crying. They start crying.
Okay, Angela, hold on there. Hold on for 1 minute, right? Let me take a quick break here, right? I want to come back. I want to ask you something about what you just said there, because this is a very interesting conversation. And I believe viewers at home would love to want to jump on this. And we'll see what we can do to bring the show live as well. So just hold on. Come back. We're still in the conversation. And like I said, it's a very hot topic. And I believe every lady and every man out there This is a conversation that needs to be talked about, and Angela is breaking it down for us. So back to you, Angela. Let's dive into it, right? I know before we took the break there, you were saying some some comment about how you can kick the man out or how you're gonna know whatever things about. That's why I said. But here's the truth though. They said love is blind. Everything you're
Yeah.
saying there for me, I feel is just a demand. But when you really like somebody as a woman, you won't even have the mind to actually say all these things you're saying. This is my own opinion, though. We're having a conversation, okay? You won't have the
Okay.
mind to say all these things you're saying. And if you're going to say them, you're going to choose them the way you're going to say them, because that could either scare them out of the way or that could lead to anything. You can say these things now because you've experienced it. But when you say
Yeah.
love is on their side, you will not see all these things until you go in, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like I said before, and I will keep on saying it, when some ladies are trying to get into a relationship, because the topic we are still saying now still depends on relationships.
Yes.
When a lady has made up her mind to say, I want to get into a relationship with he or she will first of all think of what she is going into. Like I said, I don't mind. I don't mind whatever the man is going to say. I have my own opinion and my own opinion stands. I don't care what the man is going to say. I have to lay my own down. And if he says, I am okay with your own terms, like I said, Chris, I will go ahead. But if he said, no, I am not, I don't even want to get to that point of no return. I don't want to get there. And that's why I'm advising ladies, don't even try to go to that point of no return, because it doesn't make sense. But because I'm telling you, when you see a genuine person that wants to be with you, first word, second word from his mouth, you are convinced. But you see those ones that are playing, I'm not gonna call their names anyway. When you see them, you really know that they're there to play with you, and they want to while away the ladies' time. And by the time you know it, they're off. I would not even at all give them that opportunity to even start it. I wouldn't want it at all. I'm telling you the truth. So that is my own opinion.
Yeah, no, like we said again, this is just a conversation. It's not personal stuff. It could be something that one has experienced. Also, ladies have experienced it, men have experienced it. The difference there is that who is more above the other person. That is the whole point, you know. And ladies will say it is not fair that, you know, when you already put time to a relationship and feel like, okay, this person I want to go out with, there could be something better for it, and down the road it's all about all games and stuff like that, you know. So on top of this, we're talking about society, culture, we're talking about relationship, we're talking about one night stand, we're talking about all of these all factors put together. This is a reality. It's happening in society today. So it's good that we're sharing this, we're talking about it. Angela, before we go, just one more question there for you. You know, I know you post these things out there, but do you not think that ladies too own responsibility for themselves?
Of course we do, because that before, like I said before, before I venture into anything in my life, not only relationships, based on other parts of my life too. Before I venture into anything I want to do, I have to rethink. Ladies also can also rethink and say maybe this is what I want. Should I go into it? Is it better? Like one question you asked me, say sometimes it can be not only men, they can also come from the women. When a woman said, I am ready now to do something, even go to school, even start up a business or anything, even get into a relationship, even trying to maybe some African ladies that they can try to build house or anything. Remember, you have to plan, you have to have a strategy. This is what I'm going to do. Even in that relationship, okay, I want a man now. After this, after that first this is the second thing I want from this guy. By the time I'm going to watch him, I'm going to test him, I'm going to see if he's real or fake. By the time I get that point, I'll now test him on another, maybe financially. If he's somebody that is, giving, I'll give him. Is he somebody that wants to collect from that woman? Give me. Even though he has, you check all those ends. If the guy or even you that is trying to be with the person, and if both of you, if the attributes comes together, and both of you see that yes, this is going to work for both of us, why don't you start up? But when you check personally, when you check this, no, this guy did not want this guy did not want number two. Why am I going into it? You don't need to go in, because if you eventually go there, and when you get to that no point of return, you can't escape it, because the man will tell you, we have started it and we must continue in it. That is why you see now we have so many problems in some relationships, wife battering, so many things, because you didn't plan well, you didn't check very well before you dab into it. Because that word there, love is not everything. Sometimes I used to tell people, I say, some guys will come out and say, love. That love is on their lips. It doesn't grow, it doesn't go. Love lips. That's what I call it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
All right.
It doesn't work.
I think we're running out of time. We have to leave it there. But it is a wonderful and a phenomenal conversation, I must say. And I'd love to bring this topic more again some other time. We don't know. Might go live on this. But it's good to have people like you out there who can really speak out for other women, mostly, especially for women. It is important that women get the education about this. Take a time to actually look for what you want. But my only concern is that those who take a time to look for what they want are people who have already experienced it, mostly, or depending on how you were brought up, that will be another thing. And then it falls into self-discipline as well. So the whole lot of factors, I believe, that can really play around it. And then when you couple that with society in terms of either you're going for drinks or you're into one of all this crazy substance, all of this can play all the different roles. People just want to get high, want to just, let loose, all kind of different phrases. So there's a whole lot of things that's happening, So what matters most is look after yourself is what matters most. Know what you want and know how to strive for it would be the best option to say, But Angela, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. It's a great conversation, and I look forward to more of this as we go along. Yeah?
My pleasure. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I'll also look forward to it again some other time.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
All right, stay with us there. Okay.
Oh, welcome back everybody. That's beautiful. I hope you all had a good time with that and you being inspired by this wonderful, amazing lady. Thank you so much, Angela, for being on the show. And for viewers at home, I know I'm very sorry. I would have loved to want to give you the entire conversation, but don't worry, like I promised you, as always, you can watch the rest of the program on the Jera Question YouTube channel. Look, there's all gonna be a lot of conversation only if you go with the end. Also, don't forget, make sure you do subscribe, so anytime we put content online, you'll be the first to know. Okay, so before we go, I want to say thank you.